So we've been working with one of our original clients, Aaron. He's based in Auckland. He's been doing concrete. We've been working together for about 3.5 years now. We've sent him probably thousands of leads at this point. He's one of our top customers. About 8 months ago, he said, hey, can we look at starting to do some retaining wall lead generation? We've done a great job with concrete. That's steady, consistent, 50 to 60 leads a month. Let's do some retaining walls. So the exact same thing we did with the concrete, which was doing a quick trial, getting some leads over to him for that. Even though he was an existing client, he trusted me. I wanted to make sure that we could A, get him results, B, he could close some jobs before we start moving into developing the whole system and charging some real coin. So what we did, I went onto Google Keyword Planner. We saw 390 people searching per month just for retaining walls Auckland, which indicates there's a pretty decent market size, because that doesn't include things like retaining wall builders, retaining walls near me. All these keywords are super high intent keywords. They're not people looking for blocks. They're not people looking for gabion baskets. They're quality searches, and we started getting on top of them. So what we did, we set up a quick WordPress website. I didn't even charge him for that. It took me an hour. We popped a quick form at the top to say get a quote. We made sure the phone number was at the top, nice and easy to find. We chucked his branding on it. We wrote 2,000 words of retaining wall information to make sure it got to the top of Google. Not that anyone reads 2,000 words of retaining wall copy, but it helps us get to the top of Google, because Google thinks we're the best because we've got the most info. Google Ads, we set up a quick search campaign using those good keywords that I saw before, only the good high intent ones. We made sure to exclude keywords that included blocks to make sure that our ad spend was as efficient as possible to get as many leads as we could on the trial. We spent $536 and we got 4 leads within the first week. He got some great quotes out and said, hey, this is pretty good. These are good quotes. We've already got leads in a week. Let's do what we did with the concrete, where we took over the entire Google board, and let's do it with the retaining walls. So after he sent those quotes out, we started working together on an ongoing basis for the retaining walls as well. We built out a Google map listing that shows in the map section on Google, shows your local businesses, like if you're looking for a barber or you're looking for a bottle shop. Google knows you probably want to find someone nearby. So we set him up with one of those. The website that we did the quick landing pages off, we started investing in a bit more SEO on that one. I wanted to get that ranked number 1. We built out some blog pages. We built out some info pages about gabion walls, block walls, gravity walls, etc. That way Google thought, hey, these guys are the best for retaining walls in Auckland because they've got so much information. We also got a couple of backlinks set up. Those are basically where we got some other websites to put a link to our website, which means Google thinks we're trustworthy. As you can see here, we've got number 1 in the ads, number 1 in the map, and number 1 in the SEO. Yeah, since then, in the last 180 days, it's been over 6 months now. In that time period, we've had over 120 leads that have supplemented the concrete stuff. A lot of those retaining wall jobs are actually needing some concrete. Not all the concrete jobs that we're sending them need some retaining walls. We'd actually do earthworks together, but I've already got a client doing earthworks. I only work with one guy per area. I'm not a builder's crack or a high pages, so unfortunately I can't get the earthworks stuff over to Aaron, but I can't get the concrete and the retaining wall stuff over to my other guy. We don't want a situation where it's builder's crack, where every guy's trying to plan but for one job and the quote price just gets drawn to the bottom. Especially in this market, it's pretty tough right now. People are doing a bit of price shopping. So all the leads that come through for the retaining walls and the concrete, my client's getting a text notification. I know he doesn't check the emails. He's usually out on the digger or directing the pours on site. So he gets a text notification for the email leads. He sees that come up, calls him straight away. He's getting to the inquiries fast. He's quoting pretty quick, and he's good on the follow-ups. So if you're relying on the word of mouth or the referrals, or you're paying some money for Google Ads or Facebook, not really getting the results, we can do a quick low-risk trial. We can guarantee you leads, and we can start getting to the point where if you give me $1, I can start giving you anywhere from $3 to $10 back. If you do retaining walls, earthworks, concrete, decks, fences, bathrooms, plumbing work, drop me a DM. Let's get you some leads, make some coin.